The great thing about having your own identity and knowing who you are and walking in love with who you are, liking who you are, accepting who you are. When you're in that space, you're clear about what to share and what not to share, you know? And even if you're not, ask for discernment. Say, God, should I share this right now or not? Should I wait? Because sometimes we're looking for pity, and then sometimes we're supposed to share our story. Sometimes it depends. It depends on the moment.
Hey, it's Logan Renee of the Soulcation Podcast, a place where you will learn how to shape your own success, maximize your unique gifts, maintain your self-love, and so much more when we get back from thanking our sponsors. Are you ready to snatch your permission slip back and take charge of your life? Well, this podcast is sponsored by the #1 new release book, Never Ask for Permission Again. Grab your copy today by clicking on the link in the show notes. Ladies, it's time for the 2021 Soulcation Retreat. I just want to be the real me. This retreat is about to be super live, and you could join us virtually or in person in Atlanta, Georgia on August 27th and 28th. Here's why we want you there. I want you to imagine a life where you like the woman that you are and you're able to forgive the woman that you were. And how do you think you will feel if you receive practical resources and tools that you can use after leaving the retreat to either start that business or apply for that next promotion? This is why we want you in those seats, because we're going to walk you through what it means to be the real you. And for those of you who sign up for the VIP experience, you'll be able to attend the exclusive gourmet networking dinner on Friday, August 27th with yours truly, me, Logan Renee. Seats are limited, so make sure you grab your ticket today at www.soulcation.com and get ready for a retreat full of giveaways, amazing speakers, and shocking surprises. I will see you at the retreat. Hi, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the Soulcation Podcast. I'm your host, Logan Renee. I want to do a special shout out to LDQ 1107 for the feedback that you left in the review section. You said is relevant and realistic steps for the modern woman. I love the way Logan gives women of the day relevant content and practical, actionable steps to chase their dreams. She's such a wonderful creator and truly cares about empowering other women. It shines through in all the work she does. Thank you. LDQ 1107. Thank you. I appreciate it. I love you all's feedback. Thank you so much. Again, this is your podcast. You let me know what it is that you want to hear more of and how I can go deeper, even with who I bring on. Again, thank you so much, LDQ 1107. I receive your feedback. Thank you so much. So I was attending an online event and a lady named Dean Tony typed this in the chat. She said, be married to your mission, but you got to date your method. She said, be married to your mission, but you got to date your method. And I'm sorry if I said your name wrong, honey. This is how we're going to get to the big goals, by using big strategies. And it's really how we date our methods, how we walk in alignment with our strategies, how we are consistent with it, you know? So shout out to Miss Tony for saying that, because I was like, this is real talk. So if our goal is to excel in our careers, if it's to be the CEO of GE, of Tesla, the only way we're able to do that is position ourselves to be different than our competition, because there's somebody in your office that wants the same position that you want. There's somebody that has your business idea that wants, to be just as successful, right? So what are you going to do to set you apart? We got some work to do, right? If your goal is to have a healthy marriage and, that is filled with it being trustworthy, faithful, honest, consistent, and you want the same thing with your kids, we got some work to do. If your goal is to have a scholarship in your family and your children want to apply for a scholarship in your family, and it's called the Stevenson Scholarship or the Robinson Scholarship, and people in your actual family apply for this every single year to help them out in college, we got some work to do. If those are the big goals, we also have to have big strategies and methods that we can fall in alignment with and execute properly, right? Number one,
in order to accomplish the big goals, we have to specialize in a strategy, specialize in a certain strategy, right? So how can you make what you learn diverse? Is it you need to learn another language? Maybe you're in a field. I know my line sisters are occupational therapists, but they work with a lot of Hispanic kids and they speak Spanish. So picking up just the extra language or the extra lingo sets them apart, because it's like, okay, not only can you speak English, you can work with English speaking families, you can also work with Spanish speaking families. It just sets them apart when it comes to their resume. What organizations are you involved in, or did you lead in the past? Because anything that you've ever done matters. Anything. It doesn't matter. And it's crazy because the things that we overlook is the thing that people connect us with. I live in California, but I always tell people I'm from Mississippi. I love it, honey. I be ready for somebody to ask me where I'm from. I'd be like, Mississippi, like, because they're shocked, and of course people have these stereotypes of what they think people from the South are and all this other stuff. I'm like, y'all don't even know. Won't you visit, okay, instead of believing stuff you see on TV, because people be lying. Okay, what certifications do you need? In my coaching program, I give the ladies resources on where they can get online certifications that are accredited, that are very low in price. Very low, because she loves to save a coin. Okay, so I make sure I give the ladies enough resources where they can go and broaden their resume, broaden their level of experience, broaden their expertise, and have it accredited. And it's not even that much money. Ask yourself, who are you going to target? Is it moms? Is it teachers? Is it engineers? Is it attorneys? Who are you going to target? I think this is why associations are perfect. They're such a gift, because if you join an association, you're joining your niche. You are surrounding yourself with your target audience or their target audience, because they might bring you on their podcast. You all may speak at the same event. You may serve on a panel together or whatever. You just never know who's in the room, especially if you're joining that particular niche or association. And here's something that I've learned with being a part of associations. When you join, this is a bonus. When you join, watch, listen, and connect. Watch, listen, and connect. Don't even hand out your business card the first day unless somebody asks you for it, if you still got a business card. But what I do, walk in, hey, how y'all doing? Sit back, pick up vibes and energy from people. On your first day, they usually allow you to introduce yourself anyway. So go ahead and have your 30-second, 20-second, 10-second, elevator pitch, or what you say about yourself ready, just so that's out of the way. And it's not long. It's like 5 minutes. You know what I'm saying? It's straight to the point of what you do. And then just listen to people. Remember people's names, connect with them. Because what I do know about people, and you probably even realize this about yourself, when you like somebody, when you rock with them, you're going to find ways to support them. You're going to find ways to, connect them with other people, or look out for them, or mention them, you mention their service to somebody, like, oh my God, I have a friend that sells wine. You should look her up. You know what I'm saying? If you like that person, you'll already get connected. But if you go in trying to take, here go follow my Instagram, follow my website. And then sometimes I'm like, let me follow you. Let me see what you got going on or whatever. Of course, they're going to follow you back. You know what I'm saying? So it's ways around it, instead of going in, here's my business card. Make sure you support my lawn company. Like, child, they're going to see right through it, and they're not going to want to rock with you. So watch, listen, connect. Number 2, what's your story? Because your story is a strategy. Okay. What's your story? You grew up in that family. You went to that school, you grew up on that street, you were in that relationship, and all of those experiences are connections to somebody else, because you better believe somebody else has gone through it too. Your bankruptcy, you're not the first person to go bankrupt. You're not the first person to have student loan debt. You're not the first person to be in a relationship. You're not the first person to try to buy a house. You know what I'm saying? All those things that happen in your life are your connections to your coworkers, are your connections to your clients, right? And here's the thing, you don't have to tell it all. You don't. Depending on what you do, just share some of the things, some of those connection pieces, and think about it.
And before you share that part of your life, ask yourself, I wonder if somebody else has been through this. And if you think they have, even if the Holy Spirit moves you to share in that moment, ask yourself, maybe this will help somebody. And here's the beauty. You get to choose what you share and what you don't share. You won't get a spanking. You won't get put in detention. It's okay. You don't have to tell it all. The great thing about having your own identity and knowing who you are and walking in love with who you are, liking who you are, accepting who you are. When you're in that space, you're clear about what to share and what not to share, And even if you're not, ask for discernment. Say, God, should I share this right now or not? Should I wait? Because sometimes we're looking for pity, and then sometimes we're supposed to share our story. Sometimes it depends. It depends on the moment. Number 3, an open mind is a strategy. An open mind is a strategy. And here's the thing. If small changes make us uncomfortable, then big changes won't happen. If small changes make us uncomfortable, then the big changes are not going to happen. If we're so uncomfortable with somebody putting our juice on the left side of our computer and not the right, how's somebody going to come to you and say, hey, let's buy this apartment building together? It's not going to happen. You're not even comfortable with the juice. It's not going to work. Okay. And the reason is because we have to trick ourselves into getting uncomfortable. So here's some things we can do. Take different routes to your favorite store. You go to Trader Joe's every week. You go to Target every week. Take a different route to Target. Take a different route to Trader Joe's. Even if it's an additional 5 to 10 minutes, it's okay. It's telling your brain what we about to do. Not what we feel like doing, what we about to do. The brain wants you to be comfortable. The brain wants you to take it easy. The brain doesn't want you taking different routes and doing different strategies. The brain wants you calm, cool, collective, and staying the same. Okay? No, brain. What we about to do is this, this, and this. You need to get on board. Okay? If you go to the bathroom stall at work, or you are at a specific shopping center or shopping mall, go to a different bathroom. Just pay attention to how many times when you go to a specific restaurant, or you're out and about, or you're at work, you go to the same bathroom stall. I challenge you just to go to a different stall. It is so small, but I'm telling you, it gets you ready for the big things that are uncomfortable. Writing a book is a big thing. Publishing the book is a big thing. Starting a business is a big thing. But if the small thing is let me let people know I wrote a book, that's small. It helps the big thing. You know what I'm saying? But if we don't do the little things that make us uncomfortable, we'll never get to the big thing, ever. I would say try different coffee shops. But if you don't have a lot of coffee shops when you're going, to work on your dream, then sit in a different seat. Okay. And if you got to sit at the same table, change the direction of the seat. If you can, if the chair is not stuck to the ground, just to get your brain in agreement and alignment with what you're about to do. Some of the big choices that are coming your way. Let me do a small recap for us. Remember to marry your mission, but you got to date your method. Shout out to Miss Tony for saying that. Specialize in a strategy. What is going to set you apart from other people? Is it certifications? Is it joining an association? Is it being in a different organization? Is it learning another language? Is it specializing in a particular group of people? What is that? Also, your story is a strategy. How you grew up, what you did, what you experienced, the relationships that you were in, the partnerships that you built, the brands that you helped manage, the ideas you were able to generate for friends. All of those things matter. All of those things are content. All of those things are strategies. All of those things. But your story is a strategy. What you've done with your life, that is a strategy. And you better believe your story is going to connect you to your clients. It's going to connect you to your coworker. It's going to even connect you to your team. Lastly, an open mind is a strategy. How uncomfortable are you willing to be to go to the next level? Because if you don't get uncomfortable with the small things, you will never, 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 never be comfortable with the big changes. And God is a big God. He does amazing things. He's not a one-dimensional type of God. He doesn't make it so it's bland and plain and whack. No, he's an extraordinary God. Anytime you look at a mountain or you look at an ocean, you can't even see the end of it because that thing just stretches
stretches. And that's what he do. He stretches us because there's always something on the other side. I hope you all enjoyed this episode. Make sure you share this with your best friend. Leave a review and rate this show also with 5 stars. I appreciate you all from the bottom of my heart. And I'll catch you on the next episode of the Soulcation Podcast.
My hope is that your soul just went on a vacay and you have tools that you can apply to your life today. For more in-depth tools, head on over to loganrenee.com. Also, if you have questions that weren't answered on this episode, email your questions to logan@loganrenee.com and I'll answer them here on the show. I'll talk to you soon.